I love this new app. Everybody's using it on Facebook for themselves, but I use it for my memes. I've been converting different memes into these like whatchamacallit pictures. But anyways, I love memes. So I just been collecting all these memes and converting them. It's crazy. Oh. The only problem with the app is they got a lot more pop-up advertisements than they used to. But the nice thing is they got some updates, new features, and you can post them on Facebook and stuff. But anyway, that's not why I'm making the video. It looks like I'm about to run into a storm. That's my Doppler radar. Looks like Raleigh. It's got a big storm brewing. So, but that's not why I'm making the video. The reason I'm making the video one, I haven't made a video in a minute. But, oh, yeah. Just in case you're curious. Girls for Gender Equality are basically a bunch of she for he, trad wife type of women that I found on the internet. And anti-feminists or anti-third wave feminism women that I've found. So check that out. girlsforgenderequality.com. For a while, I kept myself a secret. I didn't want people to know that it was me running it, but now I don't kind of care. But most of the reason I kept it a secret is because, I didn't want people to use the fact that a guy is running the website promoting women who are, looking out for us guys type of thing, women that feminists would call pick-me's. But now I don't care, it's like, fuck it. It's like, we as men should be promoting women who actually care about, us and equality, provided you're a guy who cares about women and equality, I think feminism started out with good intentions until the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds or whoever got a hold of it and then basically put their spin on it and communized it. Is that a word? Anyways, turned it into a communist movement. So, in following red pill, black pill content and seeing a lot of the younger generation start to wake up to how toxic feminism has become, I think maybe there's hope for fourth wave feminism, but we'll see. We'll see. But again, that's not why I made the video, or I'm making the video. The reason is this. truckerdate.com. Crap. I gotta enter my username and password. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video. Hang on. Okay, here we go. That's an old photo. I haven't updated this in a while because I left this platform around 2017, maybe 2012. No, I don't know. Anyways, this platform had made some changes to their deal and basically made their platform suck. So I and a bunch of other people left, and I went around trying to find other platforms that would work for me. And I also tried building my own. And using databases that were already built, and then I just go in and configure the database to how I want it to make it work the way I want it to work. And I had, well, the first place I moved it to wasn't that great, and then I created my own website using somebody else's database. And you might call it a platform, but it was something I could put on my own server. And the first one worked great for a little while, but then I had problems. It started crashing, and there was nothing. I couldn't figure it out. Oh, desktop view. Let's look at that. I couldn't figure it out. So, we figured out how to fix it temporarily. So every time it crashed, every like 2 to 3 days, we'd go in and reboot it, and we would get it working again. But we couldn't get it to stop crashing. And so I changed platforms or databases, and you can find that one at truckersdate.com. And it's okay. I liked it for a while, but I can't seem to figure out how to keep the stupid catfish from signing up. 90% of these women on the cover page are catfish. In fact, I'd probably say 100% of them are catfish. So, the catfish are signing up like crazy, and I can't figure out how to block them. I set up a paywall to where, basically it's $5 a month, so they can't communicate on there, but they keep signing up. And so I don't know. It's just it's complicated because I gotta know all the IT stuff, and I'm not a super IT nerd, I'm more like a geek than I am a nerd. And so I know the fundamentals, I know the basics, but I don't know as much as I need to know. So I decided to go back to these guys, and they made some changes to their platform that gave it back the quality that it had before. And so I'm about to upgrade this, And basically, this was my original working truckerdate.com website. And the original one I had was basically just a forum. And somebody told me it looked more like a trucker e-stop than it did a Dateline. And so I bought that domain name too and turned that one into a like an e-commerce business platform. So I think I still own Trucker eStop. I'm not sure. I kind of went to the wayside after this platform. I had a lot of websites on this platform, but they jacked the price up and they jacked up the platform. And so I basically deleted a lot of my stuff because I wasn't going to pay that high price for a crappier platform. But like I said, they went in and fixed it, and so now I'm back. I need to update my own profile. Wow, the rain's getting heavy now. I'm gonna have to end this pretty quick. But anyways, check out truckerdate.com or truckers, plural, truckersdate.com. I'm going to probably revamp this into more like a drivers looking for co-drivers website. I will have a paywall on this, so I'm going to start it out at just $1 per year, and that'll basically help me pay for the platform because the platform itself is going to cost me about $1,000 a year. So, and I only have 2,000 members on the website as of now. Once I migrate all my members over from truckersdate.com, I'll have a lot more. But the 2,000 members that were here before, and the members that I whoa, this storm's getting heavy. Oh, the wind is getting heavy too. Wow. And there's no shoulder, so I'm going to ride the zipper for a minute. Anyway, I'm not even going to look at the screen right now. I'm just going to... All right, let me click on this real quick. And then I'll just leave it here while I talk. Okay, traffic's slowing down. Might have to run my hazards here in a minute. Whoa, that wind is hard. So anyway, as you can see by that globe on there, I've had a lot of activity over the years. And, but anyways, I've got, I think, on a total of like 17,000 members, but a lot of them are inactive and there's a lot of catfish. So I got a screen for the catfish if I migrate them over. So I'm definitely going to have to charge, and I'm definitely going to put up a paywall. But what I'm going to do is basically grandfather everybody in, all my 17,000 members or whatever I have, grandfather them in at $1 per year. And that will basically help me screen out the catfish and help me pay for the platform. And then once I get everything redesigned and reset up or revamped, then I'll charge a little more for new membership. But not much. Really, I'm not trying to get rich off this. Originally, I wanted to make it free for everybody. But because of catfish and scammers, I can't do that. So I apologize. But I'll make it as affordable as possible. And basically, I'm just going to charge enough, to help me pay the bills. And it'll almost be like a not-for-profit deal. I'm going to keep it as cheap as I can. So anyways, I'm revamping it to be more like drivers looking for co-drivers type of situation. I'm almost 50 now. I started this in 2003. I've been doing this for 20 years now. And you'd think I'd be a lot further along, but I don't know. I just, part of the problem is I'm ADD and I get distracted. I got a lot of irons in the fire, and I'm not as IT as I would like to be, and whatnot. So, but I'm still going. I'm still plugging at it, trying to make the best trucker dating website possible. I got burned out in 2017, so I hadn't done much since then, but just the bare minimum. But now I'm starting to get back into it again, and like I said, I'm almost 50, and I've got this off-grid organic farm and retreat I've been working on for a sustainable community, because conspiracy theory, New World Order crap that I'm in, that I partake in, if you will. And so I got out of the city after my divorce in 2012 and went off grid, and then kind of sort of got IT burnout in 2017. And then now it's 2022. And the sustainable community crap didn't really work out because nobody wants to work together. The problem is people have a handout mentality. Everybody wants something for nothing. And that's been kind of my problem with the Dateline too. It's like everybody wants handouts. They don't want to pay for nothing. Even though it costs me $1,000 a year to do this, they want it for free. And it's like, nah, I can't. And then I got catfish problems. Yeah, we might be able to see better if you turn your high beams off, you dumbass. Anyways, fucking idiots. So, okay. I totally messed up. I've been talking to myself for the last, 10 minutes or more. Where am I? I think I'm going to come over here. Screen recorders. I love this new app. Everybody's using it on Facebook for themselves, but I use it for my memes. I've been converted. Okay, I know where I left off. All right, yeah. Now I gotta remember where I was and whatnot. So anyway, oh yeah. I was talking about handouts. People want handouts. Okay, so going back to truckerdate.com. So I got about 20,000 members on Trucker Date or Truckers Date. Once I figure out how to extract my members from Truckers Date and migrate them over to Trucker Date, then I'll have all my members at both locations. I don't remember what I said when I was talking to myself, so I'll just try to basically recap. Yeah. I'm basically going to have a paywall. I originally wanted to make it free, but with all the catfish and scammers out there, I just can't do that anymore. And, you know, alright, I don't know what he said, but anyways, yeah, it's getting expensive. Everything is getting expensive. You know, it costs me about $1,000 a year for this platform here, and then I got, you know, well, the other one I don't pay annually for the platform. You know, I paid like $500 for the database, and then I built my own site on top of it, and then I have it on my own server, which that costs me about $700 a year, but it also hosts my other websites and such. So that one's a little cheaper, but it's not really working out. And so I decided to come back over here. I like this platform the best out of all the platforms that I've used. And I don't know if I said this on the recording or if I said it while I was talking to myself, but basically, that was a weird sign. Okay, anyways, sorry, I'm ADD. Okay, when I left these guys in like 2015 or something like that, basically the reason I left them is because they were raising their prices, but they were taking away features that we liked. So it's like, why are you charging more and giving us less? Why are you charging us more for less? I was pissed off about that, so I left. And I went to another platform, which I can show you right here.
Right when you come out of the construction zone, you go straight up the hill.
This is my off-grid singles website, which I'm also going to bring back to here. I had Trucker Date here.
Those with the most power hang left. Tempo!
Oh, yeah, okay. Just trying to figure out what they were talking about. They're on the eastbound side. Okay, so this was the first place I think I moved everything to. And they were okay, but they weren't that good. I gave them access to one of my other accounts on this other platform so that they could use it to get an idea of what I what I liked and what I was looking for in a platform. Hang on. Oh wow, eastbound side's way backed up. So I gave them access to one of my platforms over here so that they could see what I was looking for in a platform, and they greatly appreciated it, but they didn't seem to do anything with it. They didn't really improve their platform very much at all, and so I was kind of disappointed with them. It's okay, but it's more like a social networking platform. In fact, both of them are, but this one's better. Anyways, so after that, I looked into building my own. So I went out and found a database that I can build my own on, a Dateline database. And so I did that, and that one was great. I loved it. It was probably my favorite Dateline database, but it had some issues, and it started crashing, and I couldn't get it to stop crashing. And so eventually I had to move on. And so eventually I moved on to
There's the auto who slowed me down.
motherfucking
Where's that come out in order?
idiots.
Come down right now.
Cut me off to get off on a get off ramp. I hate it when you do that.
I didn't know. I jumped off her too, but I didn't know. They was bigger.
No, go away. Damn it. I clicked the wrong thing. I meant to. I was trying to push it away instead of. What the fork? No, go away. How do I get rid of that? Anyways, stupid pop-up crap. I don't know what that thing's all about. And how do I get rid of it? I don't know either. Anyway. Dang it. Ah! Get out of here. Maybe if I click on something else, it'll go away. No. Fuck. I hate that. I gotta figure out how to block that. Anyhow. Well, anyways. Yeah, it's a Mimic site, but it's not a Mimic site. Basically, I ended up buying another database and making this website. And this fucking shit's gonna piss me off. I can't click on any links at the top. There we go. All right. It's more than one way to skin a cat. So, truckers8.com was the next platform or database that I bought and built my Dateline on. And it already had plugins. Where the old one, the one I had before this, I had to buy additional plugins and add-ons to go with it. And I think the reason why it crashed is because some of those plugins or add-ons didn't agree with one another. And I wasn't smart enough to figure out how to go in and fix the bugs. And we tried. My business partners and I both tried. And we just couldn't fix it. We figured out how to reboot it after it crashed. But then it would crash again every, in the next 2 to 3 days. So every 2 to 3 days, we kept having to go in and reboot it. So we dealt with that till I rebuilt it here. But the problem with this one is they don't have a good way to screen for catfish. And so the catfish have been signing up by the droves. I don't know when this last one signed up. I think it's been a minute since the catfish actually signed up. I might have maybe figured out how to block them. I don't know. But anyways, I like this one because it's got a business section where I can have business people sign up and advertise. And so if I keep it, what I might do is just turn it into an advertising platform. I'll have to go in and buy the upgrades and everything. In order to do the upgrades, I basically have to buy the whole new package for the upgrade. And it's like starting over. And so if I do that, what I'll probably do is just make this my business platform where people can sign up and advertise and then attach it to Trucker Date. But I don't know. Anyways. I like it and I don't like it. So I decided to go back to this platform, which was the original working platform. So I started Trucker Date in 2003 and I got the first, I started with these guys in 2008, I believe. That's when it was. Okay, here it is. In the late 90s, I was looking for a female co-driver myself. And in 2003, I first thought of truckerdate.com. Until 2008, I just couldn't figure out how to make it work. Now, I am constantly moving to make the site better. So anyway, 2014, I think, is whenever I left this platform and went to this platform. Anyhow, I can't remember when I left, but like I said, this one wasn't that great, and so I moved, and now I'm back to the original. This one here is Off-Grid Singles or offgriddating.com. It's decent, but I'm eventually going to upgrade it to this one. But it also is going to cost me $1,000 a year. I only have like a couple few hundred members here. But again, it's doing pretty good. I got a couple people signing up every week. This guy signed up today. This first guy 4 hours ago. This guy signed up 4 days ago. This person signed up 4 days ago. And then this person signed up May 13th, which today's May 19th. So, let me see here. Oh, this one's got the drop down menu. Alright, members. Some of you might remember this platform. Alright, so there is about 10 people per page, I think. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 people per page. So I've got about 250 members on Off-Grid Dating right now. So it's growing. But like I said, I'm going to recreate it over here. And I'm going to call it Off-Grid Singles. Anyhow, and I'll basically have those two platforms running side by side. And then whichever one people like the most, then they can basically gravitate there. And then whichever one fails first, then that's the one that will go to the wayside. I had another one for the poly community. Originally, the poly community was here. But I ended up moving it as well. But that website crashed, and therefore there is no poly community website right now. So I will be bringing that one back to here first. However, I have an idea on how I want to build it differently, but I cannot figure out how to do it. There's no platform out there that is already designed to let me do it the way I want to do it, and I'm not smart enough to do it myself, and I don't have the money to hire somebody who is smart enough to do it themselves. So I'm kind of stuck with that one. These guys, their original platform, see, this platform is 2.0. The one I'm migrating to, I'm going to upgrade it to, is 3.0. But their original 1.0 was designed the way that I want to set up the poly community. However, their 1.0 was designed in a way that, okay, the creators were on a network, and then we had our own profiles, like members here have profiles. And then any website that we created as a sub domain name to the original 1.0 website, other creators could see. And so they could go into and join our networks. And we could basically cross-join each other's networks. And it helped us build our membership database. Originally, I got a lot of members just from other creators wanting to be a part of my creation. And it was really cool. But they did away with that when they went to 2.0. And I am trying to talk them into renting me a 1.0 database that they originally had so that I can create my poly community website there. They're the only ones who's ever had anything remotely close to what I want to do. So if I can get them to allow me to use their 1.0 database, if they even still have it, if they didn't trash it, or if they can recreate it. If I can get them to do that, oh my gosh, it would be perfect. And I could make it work for all of my stuff, you know. But that would be like the ultimate. And then basically I would have, you know, poly's complicated. And I'll get off that topic here in a second. But, you know, so everybody assumes that poly is one thing or the other. And really it's a group of people, a group of different dynamics. So the main three groups are polygamy, polyfidelity, and polyamory. So I would have the main group as, say, the poly community. And then the subgroups would look like this. And the subgroups would be for those three poly classifications. And then, because like the polygamists are more conservative, they're more religion-based. Polyamory is more liberal and more just like the hippies were back in the day. Free love! Anything goes for the most part. And then polyfidelity is kind of moderate to medium. They're somewhere in between. And so there's really three different types of poly communities. And those three types don't really see eye to eye with the other two. And so they really need their own groups. But I want one main group for them to be able to still socialize in. So that they're segregated but not segregated, to where you know, they understand that they're all part of the same team, if you will, even though they identify as being separate. And I'm not really poly anymore. I'm just an advocate for the community. I was more polygamy, polyfidelity. And, you know, polyfidelity is probably the more neutral group, where they kind of see and understand both the other two sides. But they can understand and they can relate, but they just can't go along with it 100%, you know. So they're kind of like a mixture of both sides. And that's more or less where I was. And more or less where, if I was to be poly again, I would be probably there. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So if any IT people can help me with that, that would be freaking awesome. We can, you know, really make an awesome platform together. But I need help with that one. I can't do that one by myself. Lenny Ladner is a freedom fighter, by the way. He's also one of my sponsors. You'll see my advertisement on his truck. Anyways. More government equals less freedom. Less government equals more freedom. VoteForLenny.com. He was running for Congress. I think he's pretty much given up. He originally was running for U.S. Senate. So I got his U.S. Senate advertisement down here. That's when I met him. This was the advertisement that was on his truck. And anyway. And then these guys were sponsoring me, but they got a lot of slack from people. So they ended up having to stop advertising for me, but they were my first sponsor. And so he really was really inspired by my vision. And he was behind me for a long time. He stood by me through a lot of slack that he got. And so I still promote him because he's pretty awesome. And then Operation Roger, I think they're still doing it. Yeah, they're still doing it. So that's something that I endorse. They don't sponsor me. If they choose to, that'd be great. But I endorse them for free and have been for a really long time. So, yeah. So, okay. A different direction that I'm going is, basically, I'm almost 50. And so I'm looking at if I stay in trucking, because I was doing this off-grid organic farming retreat, the sustainable community thing. But people are lazy. People want handouts. We live in a take handout mentality society environment. Even in the off-grid sustainable community environment, we got a lot of takers. And so I've pretty much given up on that. I'm basically, there's a cop. Hang on. I gotta mark them in my Google Maps. Highway robbery. Okay. So anyway, looks like I got another storm ahead of me. It's all clear right now. And I got a light load too. I got a bunch of empty totes in the back, taking it to Verona, Missouri, where I used to pick up liquid choline chloride. Look into that, by the way. It's a vitamin B supplement. I need to get the powder form, but I've got the liquid form. It tastes nasty. It's kind of salty. But I give it to my animals, and sometimes I'll take it myself. It's the liquid form that I used to haul was actually designed for animals. So it's not got the extra filtration that they do for humans. But I asked them about it, and they're like, oh, well, we use it all the time. And especially like after they go out to the bar and get drunk. And they says, it's great for hangovers. So choline chloride, that's where I'm going, choline chloride plant. And so I'm hauling some empty totes for them. But it's a good vitamin B supplement. And, but anyways, off topic. I'm ADD, so I get off topic. So I'm doing one last ditch effort to do that. I got a new girl who's coming up, a potential business partner mentality girl. And so I'm going to give it one more go. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm done. But like I said, I'm almost 50. I'm looking at semi-retiring and going short truck expedite. And so I did that before with an ex-girlfriend, and well, she was a girlfriend at the time. Now she's my ex, obviously. So I really enjoyed it, but the problem with Expedite is you have to run team in order to do it. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about finding parking. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about finding parking. And say you're between loads, or you want to, you're in an area that you want to sightsee, take a little mini vacation. You can do that. And so basically that's the direction that I'm going to be going next. I'm going to stick it out here with HMD for a little while. I like this company. They're pretty good to me. They're pretty good to their equipment. I do okay. I'm not getting rich, but I do really good. I'm making $5,000 a month. So I'm home every week for the most part. So I'm not complaining. I like it here. But it's general freight, so I do complain about that. But another 3 years, I'm going to be 50. And I'm thinking about going short truck Expedite and kind of like semi-retired. But the problem is I got to run team. So I need to find me a woman, because I don't want to run a team with some dude. And I'm not really looking to get married again or anything like that. So it'll just be, co-driver with benefits, so to speak. Somebody that I can get along with and whatnot. So that's the direction I'm going to go with Trucker Date. And it's pretty much was my original idea, my original focus. But I'm going to more or less focus that direction. I was talking to an Expedite recruiter at Summit Express. They're one of the other drive-in companies that I actually endorse, because they used to be a good company, and I understand they probably still are. So I looked at, maybe going Expedite with them, and I was talking to the recruiter, and he made a joke. He called it, we was talking about, he's like, we need, he gets solo drivers calling him all the time looking for work. And he's like, you got to be team. You got to go find you a team. We don't set people up with teams. You got to find your own team. And I jokingly said, well, I guess I should create a date line for Expediters so that they can find their co-drivers. And he jokingly said, expeditersonly.com, like farmersonly.com. So I went out and bought expeditersonly.com. And I don't think I'm going to create that as a second website or anything. I'm just going to create that as an extension to this website. And that's going to be my main focus. I'm going to be probably advertising expeditersonly.com, but it'll come here. And I'll create an Expediter group for people who are looking to be run team Expediter, and boyfriend and girlfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend, whatever tweets your Twitter. So that's the main reason why I'm making this video, just to promote that. All that long BS, blah blah, rabbit trail, rabbit hole stuff, just to tell you that. But anyways, so that's the history of Trucker Date. Not the full history, but part of it. And so where I started, where I've been, where I'm going. And I'm going to be charging, like I said before. I don't know how much I emphasize this, because I was talking to myself for a minute. But this website basically cost me about $1,000 a year. So I'm going to be charging just $1 a year for everybody. Everybody that I grandfather in, and then new members, I'll charge a little bit more. And that'll help me pay for advertising. One of the things I wanted to do before, and I just never did it. I got my prototype and everything done. I just never did it. Was mud flaps. Truckerdate.com mud flaps. I just never really made enough money to do it. The first batch is going to cost me about $2,000. And then after that, it'll be cheaper. But what I want to do is I want to make mud flaps with my logo on it. And here's my logo. So that's my logo. I created that, I don't know, a long time ago, sometime around 2010 maybe, 2009. So I love that logo. And so I've been using it ever since. And I've got a couple other variations that I could use. Let me go. Where's my pictures? Freaking idiots. I love how they cut you off and then put on the brakes. Oh, there they are. They haven't loaded yet. Oh, okay. I'm rotating all the photos for all the website. Let me go to my photos. Oh shit, I gotta butt load. Well, just to give you an idea, when I came up with that logo. Okay, right about now. Right about now, and a funk soul brother. Right about now, and a funk soul brother. Here it is. Hello. Ah, I missed it. I'll get back to him, whoever that was. It's probably a junk spam caller anyways. Tut tut, looks like rain. Alright, when did I post this? Oh, okay, here it is. It's dark, you can't hardly see it. Okay, 2011 I came up with that logo. Alright, hang on. Hello. Oh, hi. Yeah. Hang on, let me pause this.